What is going on, everybody? It is me, myself. Yes, it is Morgan, and today I'm coming at you with a gaming video or gaming commentary, whichever you choose. My voice is a little bit weird today. I apologize for that. But today I'm going to talk about to you why Die Rise was underrated. Now, quick intro: Die Rise. I might be biased. It's one of those Call of Duty maps that I've really got into zombies in. I loved it. I used to play it all the time with my brothers. It was so fun. It never let me down, and to be honest, it's my favourite map to this day. So the first point I've got today is going to be about the Sliquifier. It's such a good and innovative wonder weapon, honestly. It fit the map really well, which is a point later to come. It was very unique, the way it looked, the way it acted, the way it shot, and what it shot. Yeah, it was so powerful, so good, yet it still remained to be balanced. Well, at the beginning it was quite unbalanced, but it was really good, yet balanced, for the duration of the game. And honestly, that's what I find really cool, whereas some of the staffs on Origins, perhaps the Fire staff upgraded, was a little bit overpowered at times, the Ice staff was overpowered at times, and it was made a bit too easy. The Jet gun on Transit was just not powerful enough at all. And I just think it was really balanced. Black Ops 2 and it really stood out to me. The second point, like I kind of just said there, was how everything fit the map perfectly. Now the map was a badly put together assortment of skyscrapers falling over on each other. And that's kind of like what the crew was. The crew didn't fit together at all, where it, well, there was two of Russman and Stool and Joe who kind of fit together quite well, Misty and Martin who fit quite well together, but it was all relatively badly put together. None of them had a proper bond or anything, just like the map. And like the Sliquifier, like I said, it was a random assortment of tools. A goddamn glove on a foot was part of the weapon. I just think that was really well put together by Treyarch. That was just really smart. The third point is that it's good for all different skill ranges. Now me, I'd like to say I'm average at zombies, maybe a bit above. I'm not really sure, I don't look into the statistics or anything. But it was really good for all different skill ranges. A lower level player could either camp for a really high round, even a high level player could camp for a really high round. It's whatever technique you choose. There were easy training spots, there were hard training spots. Personally, I'm a Buddha Room fan, it's super easy. I remember I got a really high round on there once. I actually got my first round 100 on Die Rise, although it is my only besides Shino Numa, which, you know, isn't exactly skillful to be honest. But yeah, that's about it for different skill ranges. Next point. So the next point ties into the previous point quite well. It's about how there's a good balance for world record attempts. Now the way Die Rise worked was quite unique. No one really got past around 140, I don't believe, maybe even 130. So it's always quite a short game, maybe 12 hours max to get to the high round. I'm not too educated, but I know the world record wasn't too high, which meant it's always good to go and try and beat that. It's really fun, really good. Although some places do take a while, like I said, the Buddha Room, it's got quite slow spawns, but then there are areas of the fast food place, whatever it's called, that was quite fast. To get to around 50 even, it was maybe 2 hours at max. So that's about it for this point. The third point is very interesting designs. Who was sat there at Treyarch and thought, let's have fallen over skyscrapers? Now why you think that could be turned into a meme because that's so stupid. It's quite interesting really. Who would have thought to put skyscrapers on top, like fallen over, random pieces of junk everywhere? I think that's a really cool idea, you know? There's a Buddha Room in there, who would have thought of that? A goddamn Buddha in a skyscraper. I just think it was kind of cool, quite interesting, very diverse. Probably one of the most unique maps in zombies ever, I must say. And then that also ties into the next point in a way, but let's get into that. So, the final point I have today, maybe my most impactful point or my least impactful. It's quite subjective really, but the way it brought in new things, like just from basic things like the AN-94 to the jumping jacks, which replaced hellhounds, or elevators, or who's who. So the AR was new to zombies in this map. It was a super good gun, honestly a fan favourite, I believe. It was so good, so fun, yet it still remained balanced. That's the thing about this map, it was always balanced. It brought in Who's Who. While Who's Who was not a fan favourite perk whatsoever, it was still a cool addition, quite fun. Oh god, it wasn't Deadshot Daiquiri for God's sake, it was much better than that. It worked quite well. Quick revive, it meant you could drag the zombies away from you. So there were benefits, there were negatives to it. It's quite subjective really. Some people liked it, some hated it. Very controversial. Another point is the jumping jacks. Now, I've only heard people ever hating the jumping jacks, but honestly I think they're a really cool idea. See how hellhounds were quite boring, they were very easy all the time, but you did get a max ammo from it. Whereas jumping jacks were harder than the hellhounds, while still remaining quite easy, and you still had the added benefit, you could get a perk from it. You could get all 6 perks in the map from these jumping jacks, which was so cool for me. I loved getting those perks, I found it a really cool addition. I just think it was a nice replacement for the hellhounds, because if the map's going to be completely unique and interesting, you may as well make the special round completely unique and interesting. And the final point, elevators. Now you're probably thinking, elevators? They made the map worse, they were so annoying. Well yeah, I do kind of understand. I liked the way we had random perks, and the pack punches in a random place every time, but you still always knew where to look if you did need to check, and that's what I found cool about them, you know? I had a bit of RNG into them, not too impactful, still quite cool. I know, quite a weird opinion from me I guess, but that's about it for today guys. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you go back to play Die Race thinking about these points, and maybe start enjoying the map a bit more, because I know that I loved the map. I still love the map to this day. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, comment if there's anything you want to find out about, or you want me to expand on a point, subscribe, and this is it for today guys. I'm out, peace out baby.